Sadly, I've got a little bit.
It's around my daughter's home right now.
Still?
Yeah. Kept her home again today, so we'll, or at least let her sleep in. We'll see how she feels when she gets up.
It's probably not. Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
She needs some rest.
I don't think animals, I think probably.
Oh, very good. I can help you with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Okay, it is 8 o'clock and November 13th, 2025. The Dickinson County Commission is meeting for the purposes of that of a canvass. And we will canvass the results of the November 4th, 2025 general election. So the meeting is officially called to order, and our next item is to review the report from election night. And so, Jennifer, are you kind of the
Raquel,
lead on that?
Raquel will handle it for you.
Well, okay.
He's gonna go over it with you.
You, the report, I don't have the report to you. I'll be back. You want to have her at the podium, Lynn, when she does that?
I think she probably should be. I think all three of us have been through this process before. And so once we eventually get to some of the provisional ballots, there's a recommendation on what would count based on the statute. And there's also a recommendation not to count for particular purposes.
To the podium, please, so we get your smiling face on camera. Thank you.
You go over the report like everybody,
No, just,
all the totals?
just we're going over provisionals, that's it.
Oh, then
Do you want to go over election results, Lynn?
It just says.
Well, it just says report from election night, so,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
that's the report as of now, the unofficial totals. And that's go throughout the whole county. Yeah, it's the same one. Mm-hmm. It won't be it won't be later on till today. When we're done with the provisionals, then we'll change that to official. But yeah. But yeah, it's the same copy you got there.
okay. Yeah.
Have that. Okay, so we have 51 provisionals. So I'm gonna start in the middle, you can look at them. But a provisional is done if someone has not updated their address, if they're voting in the wrong polling location, if they received an advance, or if they did not receive an advance, but they asked for one, then they go to the polling location, they're able to vote provisionally. So we do have 51 of those if you guys want to take a look. And then the reason for their provisional is on the top.
Stickers, yep.
Address. Okay. Okay. That's done.
So if you will compare them with the state statutes on which ones would be counted and which ones would be not counted, then you can make two different piles.
Okay, so I think before we identified each one first,
Mhm.
on why it would count or if it'd be set aside, so. The first one we have. It was a change of address,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was the 25-2353. Another statute also, so it was just an address change, so this was one that should be in the counts.
Okay.
If,
So someone can make a tally or,
well, don't we need to set them aside first and make sure that we're going to count all these, and then we'll open them, and then we'll do the tally, or?
but you have several for that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
here's,
You want to go through them until you get to a different
okay,
statute?
Oh.
so these are in order of all change of address will be first?
Yep.
Okay,
That would help you a little bit.
so then on these, they go ahead and fill out a new card.
Yep.
With their updated address.
Yep.
Okay. And then what's the basis of knowing that they live there? Is there, they show an ID?
It's just, they state that, so that is their address. That's what they stated. They don't have to show proof of it.
Really?
That's what you sign when you're signing that under perjury and all that, that's your
Okay,
address.
so there is a penalty if they
Statement,
would,
yeah.
incorrectly. Okay. And these are, all of these are city limits.
No.
No, they may be different. They're just change of addresses.
So it could be, I
Anyone
mean,
in the
not just
county?
Abilene, but it could be
Anybody in the
rural
county.
people also.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but inside Dickinson County. though.
Yep.
Okay, because most of the elections were for commission. Okay. These are still all the same.
Mhm.
Is 51 provisionals high?
No,
Okay.
I think last year, well, I'm depending on the election,
Mhm.
but last year we had like 300 and something.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you remember that?
For like today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that old big deal.
yeah, it was.
but that was legislators and,
That was a,
Well, that's what I wondered.
oh gosh, like a presidential
right.
last year. Yeah.
So it's a same last name, but.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is the ballot number order gonna?
It doesn't matter.
No, it's
Their ballot number goes off of how many people they had provisional at that polling location.
That's it, yeah. It doesn't identify anybody's ballot.
Still want to change it address.
Well, let's see. Started one way and then flipped it to the other, so.
Dickinson.
It's me.
People moving.
Well, that's another.
I know.
So all of these would have also had an address within the county when they.
Yes, that's all those that you're looking at right now. There's a different statute when they move from a different state or a different county.
Almost all that kind of.
Okay, so now we're gonna get to change of ad partial.
Okay, so the change of ad partial. What is that actually describing?
Change of address, but they still get a partial count, like based on where they live. Like to say they went to the wrong polling location, they still get to vote on things at their other location where they lived. Like say they went to Abilene, but they were supposed to go to Enterprise, but they still live in the 435 district, so they still get a partial count for that school. If they are in the Chisholm Trail district, they still get a partial count for the Chisholm Trail, but then they wouldn't be able to vote on the city commissioner, so you wouldn't count that. They're from Enterprise trying to vote in Abilene, okay? So that's the partial count. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Would put them in the same pile because you're gonna want to count them later and then you'll have to do it all over again, crisscross them or put them in a different pile.
Okay.
This help you with later sorting. Now you're in a different one. Marcus.
And I'm on name change. Okay, so. Third file.
Okay. Go back to the other.
Okay. We're into
I think.
another
Same thing.
change. This poll worker or a clerical error. 3002.
So what would be an example of that?
These examples are, they told them, they wrote down that it was a change of address for the provisional, but the voter filled out the card with the same address that we have on file. So there's no way of knowing why we have a change of address provisional with the same address we have on file. So that's a clerical error now.
Okay. So could it be something like they forgot to put south and they did on one, or of course on this, it's identical?
It's identical.
And so when they got there ready to vote, they just didn't have that address on their list, or
I wasn't there, so it's hard to
so
say.
you don't know what the confusion was at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
We verified that it was the correct
Yeah.
address, so.
Don't mind start,
Yep.
just,
Yep.
why don't you put it on there and
Okay.
So this one is a forward for clerical error, but then there's also a sticker that says did not provide ID. But then there's a note that says they called at 2:30 PM on November 6th, stated she would come in. She brought in the ID on November 12th at 1:58 PM.
That's okay. They have to bring in their ID
So as long as they brought it
within what length of time?
by the time Canvas starts.
Before.
Yeah.
before the canvas,
Right.
okay.
Well, that'd be-
So
What do you got there?
I think just put that on the same one. This is still a clerical error.
I will do another pile, so not registered in Dickinson County. So this would be the first pile that would be recommended not to count. Not registered in Dickinson County, 25-307-02, 2908.
I think we'll just put those up on the ledge there.
Okay.
It was not registered in Dickinson County. Take this back, just put it up here for these are not to count. Well, they probably, or at least they thought they were registered in another county.
Not necessarily. They could have voted and known they were not registered and wanted to vote anyways. You can't deny a voter.
Okay. So it's just they could have lived here a while, they just aren't registered.
Yeah.
So this one says needs to sign. She stated she would come in and sign provisional envelope. Does not look like. She did come in.
Well, turn it around. You see where those highlighted areas on there for the voter to sign?
Oh, okay.
They never got her
signed those.
signature. She
Okay.
has been contacted.
It didn't make it in.
She didn't come in.
Okay.
But that wasn't her real reason why she had the provisional in the first place. Provisional was because she wasn't registered in Dickinson County. Just making you aware of it.
I think that's the last one that's not registered in Dickinson County. This next pile is just not registered at all.
How do you handle, can they be registered in two counties?
No, we'll transfer them after this is all said and done. They're not registered in Dickinson and let's say Gary right now. They're just still in Gary until we process these.
So this is a separate file for just not registered.
Okay, so this is still a reject,
Yeah.
not registered.
Mhm.
Probably crisscross that last one, Lynn, so you know for when you go through them again to count them.
Well, these aren't going to be counted though, so they're not.
But you still want to put it on your tally sheet why.
Okay.
Just make it easier for you later.
Okay.
And this is a different one. This one did not provide ID.
Like an ID be anything with a picture of you on it and your address?
Well, we only accept certain ones like driver's license, government, student, passport, stuff like that.
Okay.
That's set in statute,
Mhm.
is what you can accept.
Okay. So it's been determined the ones in this pile here are the ones that are not going to, they'll be rejected.
You might want to tally it up though for people. That's what your tally sheets are there for. That way you can say so many were not and so many were, that we can put on record.
So on the not registered, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 that are not registered.
So write that on your tally sheet, wherever that's at, where you want to put them. It's up to you.
I'm on the side where it's, you come down the column on
So
polls.
it'd be total then, right?
Hmm.
You get 4, so there's 4. That's the second one down on the
Right.
recommended not to count. I'll go ahead and let you.
Okay.
Put them down here at the end once you get through them, so you don't have to crisscrossing them up.
Then we have 1 that did not provide an ID. So that's also on the recommended not to count.
Okay, 1 for what now?
Did not provide ID.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have not registered in Dickinson County. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will be recommended not to count. If they are not registered in Dickinson County. Already had 4 on there.
Yeah, we already had 4 of them on there.
Well, you had not registered and not registered in Dickinson County.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're two separate.
Okay, so the first batch should have been the not registered, right?
Not registered. So you can cross it out if you need to,
There's 4 of those.
That one's 5.
if you'd like.
and then
This is
there's
5.
5 of
That
not
second- that
registered in
first
Dickinson
one?
That's
County.
5.
That's 5. Because the difference between that is when you put not registered in Dickinson County, that means they're registered in the state of Kansas. They're just not in our county.
Okay.
But if it's not registered, that means I could not find them in the whole state.
How about the ones I have over here, Lynn?
Okay,
Clerical errors?
yeah, so now we're going to go through the provisional ballots, I guess we need to. Oh, this. How many?
Will you pass them to you?
Oh, either one. So 1. This is a clerical error 1. This is the. For the clerical error, there's 1, 2, 3 of those.
Okay.
But these are ones we're going to count.
Okay.
4.
Well, but then it said did not provide ID.
Yep. She brought it in.
Oh, okay. Last one. We only had those three.
I'll take some of the heat there, Mark.
Okay. So do you want to run these through the machine first, or do you want to do the?
I'd run through the machine because you have to hand tally, your hand tallies will be set off to the side after those results.
Okay, so at this time we have the provisionals will run through the hand machine,
Hand machine, just run through the machine.
through the machine, and then I'll go ahead and
You guys can follow her in there, so you'll watch
take
it.
a look and watch.
You guys gonna watch those for?
Yeah, that's fine.
The camera rolling.
Yeah.
You don't wanna-
It is.
Gotta get into it from here.
Let me look around. Seems it's just the weekends. I kind of like not doing anything.
100%, yes. Yeah.
Got to take a break from stress sometime.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to keep that. It reminds me of my daughter's little Barbie cups.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's adorable.
It's just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's a little bit bigger, but
My daughter wouldn't use those for Barbie cups when she was little.
absolutely. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. That's one thing that, another year, and maybe Cora will be ready for Barbie, maybe 2 years. So,
Sometimes it's so tiny, they want to stick it in their mouth
exactly.
when they're little. Seems like it goes quick.
Yeah, so they were here this last weekend, all the leaves and stuff were falling.
You get good pictures.
Stinker. This is
She's so big.
yes,
How old is she now?
2.5.
She talks that good?
Yeah. She and Grandpa were doing that.
She's so cool.
Yeah, she had a good time.
Is this your house or theirs?
It's our house, yeah.
You got a lot of leaves.
Yes, we do.
I do too.
We need to get out and get them raked. They kind of did it a little bit, but yeah.
Husband just usually mulches them down with the blades of the mower.
Yeah,
It's a lot easier than.
it is. Yeah,
Plus those nitrates are good for your grass.
they are. Yeah, yeah. I got to get out and do some yard work and stuff. I got flowers I need to cut back, and I didn't get them done. There's too many things going on. So
Mhm.
that's okay.
I hear you. Well, it's supposed to be nice though. So you might go get some stuff.
Well, I'm gonna meet my sister and niece in Nebraska this weekend and just visit with them.
Fun.
Yeah, but maybe Sunday I could get done. Be a little colder, but
Yeah, that's all right. We get it done when we do.
yes, exactly. How's your daughter's? The ortho appointment, doing okay?
Well, she has to have it like every 6 weeks for braces.
Oh, that's right, yes.
She got new brackets.
I
and,
forgot about that. Yeah.
I don't know what they call them, but they're like double rubber bands.
Oh,
She has a name for them.
yeah.
I'm not sure. But you know what I mean?
How long is she gonna have to wear hers?
Like 2 years, I think.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. My youngest ended up with them, but
But her teeth were terrible. She had no room. Remember I told you all the ones that full?
yeah,
They're perfectly straight.
good.
They look nice. worth the money now, but you could see it this way.
Yep. It's crazy how expensive it is, you know?
Yes. You get that emblem hung up somewhere?
It's on the west outside wall. There,
Up high or low?
it's equal, even with the windows, and then on the north side, there is the etching of who was commissioner and the architect and stuff when this building was built.
Oh,
So
really?
we put it on the other side, so
Oh,
it looks pretty sharp. It does, yeah. Yeah, Caitlin did that, so. Glad to have it out of my office.
right. It's been there for a while.
Yes, it is.
That was a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Did we have it before or did you get it for the new building?
No, GGA, our architects had it done, and Lloyd Builders had it done, so,
That was a nice one.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure. Isn't that good though?
it really did, and it looks nice there.
There's a picture right there. It's like,
Doesn't it?
you don't screw
Doesn't
up your stuff.
it?
Pull this down. It's behind it.
Oh, hang on.
There.
It is, let's get it over here, so we can read it. It's in West Asia, no, it's,
What it is. Okay. It is West Asia. They're cool.
they really are.
So it doesn't mess you up. Do they? See?
I'm just gonna close that, should be good.
They've been running pretty smoothly lately.
Mm-hmm.
They have to fix some stuff.
So they went in and they're doing updates regularly. I don't think that was happening because municipal court uses it. So sometimes they shut it off, sometimes they don't. Dustin's got a program now where it will automatically do the update, shut it off, turn it back on. So it should be ready to go.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Have to worry about it.
Yeah. These, I don't know if they're paintings or if they're etchings.
They're cool. Imagine how old those are.
Oh, it's amazing.
They've lasted that long.
Mm-hmm. It would be so cool to go over and look at some of that in person,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But my guess is this is probably in an area where there's a lot of,
Protected and
and fighting,
it could be that too.
you know, so not trying to get into that.
No, 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 no.
I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, but you can always get a hold of me if something comes up, but getting through this and on to the next thing, so.
I know. These tax statements got out early.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
I might not come in either. Make up for all my overtime last week.
There you go.
Came in this last week for nothing.
So who's gonna be the backup in there to do the abstracts? So it doesn't always fall on you. That's tough.
Carol's too busy. She does elections, so it'd have to be like Ashley. she catches on real easy on stuff. I have good notes so they can, you know, if I happen to be like hospitalized or someone can't do it.
Yeah.
Well, CIC will always come in,
Absolutely.
so you're not stuck.
Yeah, that helps a lot. There,
You just can't have too many irons in the fire on that stuff.
Yeah.
Like someone can't do this part and
oh,
you have to
definitely
do the whole
not.
thing to know what's happening.
To know what's happening, exactly. So,
Yeah, that's what's tough about that one.
I imagine there's a lot. Double checking back and forth and steps.
Oh, God. My thing was this thick when I was done.
Really? Wow. That's crazy.
Mhm.
But, I mean,
Started in September.
yeah. And we have 14,000 parcels, you know, so that's a lot.
I can't imagine the ones that have tons more.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good appraiser though, that helps a lot, believe it or not.
Really does, yes.
Never have to worry about Lisa, she's always right on.
Knows her stuff.
Yes. And I tell her numerous times how much I appreciate her.
Yes.
I don't know if you can tell someone enough, you know.
It's good for her here too. So, you know, they get beat up downstairs a lot. People complaining, but, you know, that's
Or that your type of job, kind of like me.
exactly.
Did you see how much stuff I have? to approve for consent?
Yes, I did. Yeah, you're right. There was a lot on there, so like, for heaven's sake. But, I mean, we had a lot of
It's
things
just how
going
it
on.
landed.
It absolutely did, yeah.
This right here was a lot of it was jury.
Oh, okay.
That's why,
Yes.
so.
Yes, that would make sense.
Rest is like normal. We have that and we have that and we have that.
Yeah,
and-
these
and
last,
These, but this is not always there and
yeah.
this or that. That is how it landed.
Does that include the one you did yesterday too?
Mm-hmm, that's
Okay.
both.
Okay.
I didn't think it made sense to put number
No.
one, number two. just-
Agreed, yeah. Yeah. Now, I think Elizabeth and one of her board members will be here, but they would like Lynn, and I'll tell them to read the proclamation.
Okay, I'm sure you will.
So it should be good.
This won't take very long. It's just,
Yeah. Standard
Technicality.
procedure.
yeah. Did you get hold of the lady?
I left her a message.
She did say she'd already answered me with a message.
Okay, I'll just ask her to give me a call and I can get into what she's asking for.
So they're asking questions and that's okay.
Absolutely.
I'd rather them know what's going on.
Mhm.
But I didn't want them to get into those and then be like, okay, which ones were they that don't
Right.
even open them?
Right.
'Cause those ones, I think that's tally book. You count by hand.
Mhm.
And that's when we put those hand counts next to the ones that she just ran.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why you need to do that first.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Keep it fish board stuff.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, so we've got the detailed results. So we need to go through those next.
I don't know if you wanted to review any of those so far, or
To get the partial.
before you start adding hand counts. You have
You
to,
had-
I want the finals.
Dale's gonna bring in the write-ins and we're gonna
okay,
mark those also. Should be in with those shortly, so. It just came off the provision.
did she give you a final, or is she getting that ready for you?
She has so do you want the summary reports on each one, or do we just review that? Or should we? I mean, maybe the Abilene one is of interest in that
Yeah,
there
but
was
we can't
one
look like
that
we favor a race. So if you're gonna review them, you need to review
we
them all,
need to, so we can,
regardless if they had changes.
we can review,
Yeah,
each of us look at it. We don't have to,
I'm saying if you want to tell
or verbally don't have to
what the
report all of
results
it.
are now, probably would be helpful. But
Okay,
you cannot just do the Abilene Commissioner race. You
okay,
have to do the whole thing.
sure, sure.
Okay.
Well, there actually are a couple others that are close.
So let's go ahead and review the new, based on these ones that just ran. Then we'll do it again when we do the
Okay,
partial.
this is a summary results report with, and it's still unofficial because it hasn't been, we haven't had a motion for approval yet, but and this is just in alphabetical order for the city commission for Abilene, Alan Byer, 484, Bruce Johnson, 496, John Koloff, 508, Debbie Lytle, 524, Rebecca Perkins, 417, Cy Taylor, 506. We had a write-in for Mary Grant, Nathan Zook, Elmer, Alyssa Boss, and Pray for Change, and not assigned. For mayor for Carlton, Darren Rader, 12 votes. City Council of Carlton, Stephen Burns, 10 votes. Daniel Francis, 11 votes. Suzanne Jaquith, 10 votes. Gina Rader, 8 votes. Write-in totals were 4. So there's one for Sharon Myers, one for Darren Haney, one for George Codillance. Actually, for George Codillance, 2 votes. And that last one's, there's vote for 5, so one of the write-in votes actually will be one of the George Codillance. So you'll look up those to make sure that
Yep.
they have to be registered voters to be elected.
And live in that area.
Okay.
You don't need to say who will win because these are unofficial.
I'm just giving totals.
Yeah.
And I did mention that they're unofficial results.
Okay.
So City Council Chapman, Elizabeth Berg, 78, Christy Loy, 65, John Boschholz, 94, Jackson Wassil, 83. Then there were write-ins for one for Mike Brown, one for Rick Johnson, one for Kim Johnson, one for Matthew Dahlke, 2 for Howard Battishill, and Shane Fisher, 1.
So those write-ins may change. Remember, we still gotta put the ones that you just went over.
Okay,
So depending on which race you're at.
but they had a vote for the top 3, so the
Okay.
ones that were on the ballot, we did have. That wouldn't be as much of
Just
a
bottom one,
factor.
because that's already been assigned.
Mayor of
I'm wondering
Enterprise,
the ones that are not
Vote
assigned.
for 1, Thomas Decker, 65, write-in, Ralph Appleseth, 1, Andy Griffin, 1, David Hanson, 2, Walter Tolson, 1, Caroline Regier Siebel, 3, Phil Miller, 1, Damon Greep, 1, Marla Griff, 1, Joe Grant, 3.
I can't find that one.
There's one more.
Oh, okay, so that one's just blank.
Mhm.
City Council Enterprise,
Likely he's already on here, so
Um,
you just.
Probably isn't even up
Mhm.
this one.
there was a write-in for Peter Jackson, 1, Chris Todd, 1, Devin Neal, 2, Marla, 1, Marla Griffiths, 43, David Hanson, 1,
Be down here.
Paul Fraley, 3, Marlo Griffey, 1, Brent Holm, 1, Marla Griffith, 1, Johnny Harris, 5, Mitchell Ray, 1, Ralph Appleseth, 17, Austin Anders, 1, no vote, 1, Walter Tolson, 1. Commissioner for Harrington, Larry Mann, 234. Write-ins, Elijah Gangy, 4. Matt Salza, 2. Eric Hickaker, 2. Ben Smith, 1. Blank, 1. Patrick Spence, 1. Dylan Wilson, 1. Debbie Went, 1. Not assigned, 1. Hope, James Andrew, 55. Chris Border, 13. Kevin Heskett, 36. Billy Liniger, 27. Robin Monitz, 28. Daniel Schwint, 45. Write-in totals, 53. Write-in Larry Wright, 52. Larry Shippen, 1. So actually, one of the write-ins will be there at Hope, if the unofficial holds up. Mayor for Manchester, Maggie Slick, 15. Write-in totals, 1 for Courtney Plummer. Manchester, Ivana Lee Flora, 15. Haley McMillan, 5. Debbie Dimmitt Ponton, 8. Jerry Ponton, 17. Thomas Slick, 14. Trenton Dale Willis, 11. Write-in totals, Gilbert Robb, 1. Ruth Waldron, 1. Connie Marshall, 7. Stephanie Tennant, 3. Courtney Plummer, 1. Mike Flora, 3. Okay, so my voice is giving out, so I'm going to go ahead and let Marcus go through Solomon.
Four write-ins.
He had Trinity Anderson, 1, Taylor Haycock, 7, Colton Coman, 68, Sean Kirby, 1, Mike Crane, 1, Brian Duria, 45, Sharon Bayarley, 1, Jones Cook, 1, Kyle Bowers, 6, Liz Kraus, 1, Ann Klug, 1, Michael Richards, 4, Wayne Stoll, 1, Kelly Vandekreek, 1, Sean Kirby, 40, Colin Harlow, 1, Caleb Smith, 1, Bill Rogers, 1, John Walton, 1, Billy Hemme, 5, Chris Glavin, 1, Holly Smith, 1, Kyle McCook, 1, Mike Clark, 1, Luke Reardon, 2, Dan Britt, 1, Randy Bricker, 1, Kirby, 1, Duria, 1, Amber Smith, 1, and not assigned, 7. Keep going with the
Sure.
President. City Council of Woodbine,
Can we go back? So that not assigned, I just wanted people to understand that not assigned 7 are coming from the new ones that you guys
that'll
did
be the
today.
7 that we add in.
Yes. Because you
Okay,
shouldn't have any not assigned.
okay,
So that means that 7 new ones will be on your new report. So you would need to add to those.
okay.
Okay.
That we have our list right here for these 7.
Yep.
Just +1 these here
Mm-hmm.
shortly after. So City Council of Woodbine, Stephanie Fewen, 18, Richard Hagerman, 19, Tony Riffle, 13. Oh, this is school. The section on the top that shows the next. Board members extension district. Okay, this is
Chisholm Trail.
Chisholm Trail Extension District. Okay. A lot of write-ins here also. So Paula Atchison had 1,951 votes, write-in totals of 74. Charlotte Barton, 1. Justin Leffert, 1. Robin Volkman, 1. Richard Hagerman, 1. Shirley Howard, 1. Daniel Schwint, 1. Mark Maybe, 1. Larry Reif, 1. Jenny Peterson, 1. Darren Volkman, 1. Blank, 2. Wesley Phillips, 3. Annabelle Eaton, 2. Cindy Markley, 1. Mike Eaton, 1. Pam Black, 1. Tony Whitehair, 2. Millie Fink, 1. Joe Abelt, 1. The letter S, 1. Don Boyer, 1. Edward H. Brown III, 1. Clifford Asher, 1. Bruce Kraus, 1. Johnny Harris, 1. Tim Geske, 1. Linda Bankies, 1. Josh Abelt, 40. Laureen McKeeman, 1. Daryl Morris, 1. For the Abilene Memorial Health or the Hospital Board, we have Carol Whitehair with 1,485 votes, Kent Wyatt with 1,193 votes, and a write-in total of 14. 2 of those were left blank. And we had Reed Hoffman with 1, Doogie Hauser got 1, Angie Johnson got 1, Rick Johnson 1, Mike Eaton 2, Kim Johnson 1, Annabelle Eaton 2, Kyle Bowers 1, Pam Black 1, and there was 1 that's not assigned that we will review here in a few minutes. From the Lake District, Lacey Hartwick had 23, Amber Love 3, Denise Schmidt 26. We had 23 write-in totals. Janice Rush had 1, Nathaniel Bird 21, and not assigned 1, which we will review in a moment. The school board for position USD 306A, we have Kenneth Costigan with 0, Skylar Hansen with 6 votes, and 0 write-ins. For school board 306, position 5, we have Jill Audie with 6, Drew Rathman with 0, and 0 write-ins. School board 306, position 6, Jessica Gabo, 0, Stephanie Markle, 5. School board 393, position 4, Robert Vandekreek, 177. We did have 3 write-in totals, 1 for anyone else, 1 for Billy Hemme, and 1 not assigned. School board 393, district 2, Denise Miller, 182, write-in totals of 4, write-in for Billy Hemme, Cody Mayer, Kyle Bowers, and Andrea McCook all received 1 vote. School board 393, position 6, district 3, position 6, Lynetta Heller, 136 votes, total of 29 write-in votes. Ashley Coleman, 1, Lori Brubaker, 22, Sherry Bledsoe, 1, Kyle McCook, 1, Megan Peterson, 1, Randy Payton, 1, Donald Boyer, 1, and 1 was left blank. School board district or USD 435, position district 1, position 4, Megan Armstrong, 973 votes. There were 33 write-in totals, 4 for Kyle Becker, 1 for Jennifer Waite, 1 for anyone else, 1 for Scooby-Doo, 2 for Mark Barton, 8 were left blank, 1 for none. Debbie Lytle received 1, Pam Black, 1, Tammy Barton, 1, Annie Hookman, 1, Ben Inez, 1, Angie Wilkins, 1, Darrell Morris, 1, Mickey Mouse, 2, Devin Gray, 1, Kelly Maiden, 1, Kevin Herman, 1, anyone but Megan Armstrong received 1, and a write-in for any other is 1. And there's 1 that's not assigned that we'll review in just a few moments. School Board for 435, District 2, Position 5, Kelly Maiden, 284 votes. Chris West received 1,025 votes. There was 4 write-ins, 1 for Greg Hopman, 1 for nobody, 1 for Darrell Morris, and 1 for blank. Still got quite a few. School Board 435, District 3, Position 6, Jeff Bathurst, 1,127 votes, 8 write-in totals, 1 for Pam Black, 1 for anyone else, 2 for blank, 1 for Debbie Lytle, 1 for Mary Grant, 1 for Darrell Morris, 1 for Farron Inger. School Board District or USD 473, District 1, Position 4, Kirsten Day received 336 votes. The write-in totals of 14. 1 was no vote, 1 Adam Elliott, 1 Reed Hoffman, 1 someone local, 2 Annabelle Eaton, 1 for Nathan Cam, 1 for Kim Johnson, 1 for Colette Erickson, 1 for Jerry Wright, 1 for Fabio Garcia, 1 for Heath Gefeller, 1 for T. Hina, and 1 was left blank. School Board, I guess it is actually written in blank, I believe. School Board 473, District 2, Position 5, Fabio Garcia, 358 votes, 8 write-in totals, 1 for Betsy Edwards, 1 for Danny Heller, 1 for no vote, 1 for Reed Hoffman, 2 for Annabelle Eaton, 1 for Stacy Smiley, and 1 for Kim Johnson. School Board 473, District 3, Position 6, Adam Elliott, 373 votes, write-in totals of 7, 1 for Mike Eaton, 1 for David Hanson, 1 for Donald Duck, 1 for Cindy Markley, 1 for Reed Hoffman, 1 for Walter Tolson, and 1 for Annabelle Eaton. School Board 481, District 1, Position 3, Chase Brown received 97 votes, Janet Young, 63 votes, a write-in total of 1, and for the write-in of Tracy Schmidt received 1 vote. School Board 481, District 1, Position 5. Chandler Johnson received 53 votes, Nicholas Morgan 122 votes. School Board 481, District 2, Position 6. Dylan Cook received 183 votes. There were 3 write-ins, 1 for Dale Davidson, 1 for Robin Moniz, and 1 for Kelly Elliott. School Board 487, at large, we had Jeremy Anschultz received 163 votes, Trenton Barnes 203 votes, Vanessa Lawrence 193 votes. There were 14 write-ins, 6 for Elijah Gangi, 2 for Jenny Peterson, 1 for Brian Alexander, 1 for Dylan Wilson, 2 for Carrie Kiekefer, and 1 for Jenny Peterson, also 1 unassigned. We'll review in just a moment. The Harrington sales tax question, there were 142 yes votes to 128 no votes. Solomon sales tax question for Solomon, 133 yes votes, 39 no votes. And that's
good. That's just grand total of everything you just read.
Okay.
You need to do your +1s for your write-in intentions.
That'll be these up here.
Nope, right next to you.
here.
Oh, so the write-in, yeah.
Yeah, so we can find basically like the Lake
Say what
District on the
rates?
first one. We can skip to the Lake District and then we can find that name as
Okay.
a +1 to that.
So we have Nathaniel Berg was a write-in
For the Lake District,
for the Lake District.
it's split to the Lake District.
It should go in order of how they are on those pages. You just have to skip a couple. So the Lake District is going to be after the cities.
Okay,
And then on the top of the page, you'll see, keep going, you'll see Abilene Hospital. And then it should get ready.
okay, and you said Nathaniel Berg received
Berg.
1.
BERG, I believe is what it looks like.
Okay,
So check mark that. You've already done that one on your list. Oh, you did? Okay. I just didn't want you to miss one.
Okay.
I couldn't see from here.
One for the city of Harrington.
Not Delbert?
It's up to you to decide.
You have a magnifying glass?
It's real small.
I do. I'll get you one.
Just 1 second, we'll get you.
Now, on this one, can we go back? I do need to put that it was blank. So on that Memorial Hospital.
Okay.
Even if there's not,
There's a blank one.
you still need it.
Mark it as blank, yep.
Okay, so Memorial Hospital,
If there's not one, just write the word, oh, there it is.
so blank received a
Plus.
+1.
Yep.
Okay,
So check mark both of those now. You've got a blank one to do.
okay, so you can check mark that.
Okay.
She's gonna get you a magnifying glass, Lynn.
And let me see it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Marcus is here.
Be careful.
Don't catch on fire if you're not careful.
That's true. You can also review them here if that's easier. You can just get the write-in ballots and review them.
They didn't want to do that.
I mean, if that's.
So this is your city of Harrington right here.
It looks like a T, so at the end, I just say Delbert Wagner.
Delbert Wagner is what I'm seeing also.
That's the one on top.
That's,
Yeah, it looks more like Delbert on there.
Okay.
Delbert Wagner. That's what I'm seeing.
If it's not on the list already, will you add it?
Yep,
If there's no room underneath it, just put it off to the side of that same race.
okay.
Because it gets kind of tight on to the next race.
And there were some on the Enterprise, so there's one for Marla Griffiths.
Yeah, I think that's one of Griffin's.
And there was one I noticed is separate and it said Griffiths, so do you think?
The way well, we have a counting board to determine intention, so that's what they say.
They didn't think it was the same person. I mean, I would think it would be, but. Okay, so Marla Griffiths won
How's
for
it
City
spelled?
of Council Enterprise.
Okay, +1. Okay,
Roy Appleseth, City of Enterprise.
+1. Okay.
Peter Jackson,
Are we still city? Yep, city of Enterprise.
City of Enterprise.
Okay.
There's another one here, Roy Appleseth, City of Enterprise.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to Solomon. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Brian Duryea, Duryea.
1 second, he needs to call.
So this is Solomon on this one, this last one.
Duria. I remember reading that. There it is. Brian Duria.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sean Kirby, that's also Solomon.
Okay.
And still City of Solomon, Colton Coman.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going back, Mayor of Enterprise.
Mayor is separate race.
It was. So Carolyn.
Okay.
That's spelled Caroline, Regier
Siebel.
Siebel. There's another one for Delbert Wagner.
Is that for
And
mayor?
that's, School Board Member at Large 487A. Yeah, he was on Harrington, but this is for School Board.
1 second.
School
87.
Board at Large 487A, so I assume that's down at Harrington.
That's Delbert.
Delbert
Okay.
Wagner.
Delbert.
And then there was one, this is School Board Member 393, District 1, Position 4. And there was a name, but then they crossed it out, so I guess it would be a blank.
393,
393A.
district, position 4.
District 1, position 4, will be a blank.
Okay.
Now we have another blank. This is for 435. District 1, position 4.
District 1, position 4, another blank. There you go.
And that's your last one.
Okay.
Because you can see this one has already been assigned. So I couldn't get that one to cut off. I just printed
So
the
Adam
first one.
Elliott, so that's been
That's
assigned.
already been assigned by our accounting board.
Okay.
Make sure we keep that grand total that you've been writing on for the rest of them. We'll get another.
You want this initialed and signed by us too?
That's fine. You can put today's date. Yeah.
I didn't know if we just wanted the total.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
because we still got hand count these.
Okay. See?
No, I keep track of you.
It's
I'll
gonna
not
start.
be sitting in that chair.
Oh.
Okay, you see that other total page right there?
Yeah.
I don't want it near your one that you're writing on,
Okay, so this is the official.
I'll take that one.
because I don't want them getting mixed up pages or anything, and then we're trying to figure out,
This was unofficial.
yes,
Okay.
You still want this too on the summary report?
that's just for you guys to look at. Let's hold on to them for a second, because I want them mixed together. Okay, now you got these partial hand count. Don't you have something for them to view on those?
Yes, so I went through, and looked at every person on here and compared what they voted compared to where they were registered. So
Look.
I put together the two ballots, what they would have received and what they should have been voting on. That way you can kind of see what needs to be counted.
Let's just do one at a time.
Tripped up on our thing.
Let's do one at a time.
Okay, can you turn that one over so I can see who it belongs
Who
to?
wants to?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I have them in order from, okay. So this one here, if you just don't say the name, but it voted what's the bottom of that? A Manchester ballot. But this person was registered in Florida. So you now need to compare the same thing on the ballot. So if you take these off, I've marked out the things that are different. They can't be counted on the things that are different, only the things that are alike.
Okay, so we'll take the ballot out.
Yep,
You're gonna find Marcus, your Flora pages.
no, Manchester. If they voted at Manchester,
But they were registered in Florida.
Florida, they still voted, a Manchester still has to count under Manchester. So that's the ballot style.
So since this is crossed out,
It
this
can't be
doesn't,
counted.
this does not count.
Correct,
That was crossed out, so it doesn't count.
correct.
So Chisholm Trail Extension, 1 vote for Paul Atchison. That's what you want these read aloud.
Yeah. Now, if it's in there, you'll have to just do one tally mark for that. There you go.
They also are eligible to vote for Abilene Memorial Hospital, so they cast 1 vote for Kent Wyatt and also 1 vote for Carol Whitehair. They were allowed 2 votes on that particular one.
Okay.
School board member 473. They voted for Kirsten Day. And for school board member, District 2, position 5, Fabio Garcia.
Okay.
For school board member, District 3, position 6, Adam Elliott.
Okay.
You all done with that one?
So we're done with that one.
What's your next one? So same thing on there.
So this one they could not vote on.
Which Avalon ward is this?
Look on the bottom of this. 3.
Evelyn Ward 3.
Just write on the back of those papers.
I can get you a piece of paper. Just write Ward 3 at the top, and then he'll tell you what race and what candidate you'll have to just write.
I think my 2 was supposed to be a 3 though.
Okay.
Okay, and then one vote, board member for Chisholm Trail Extension, Paul Atchison, 1 vote.
1 second, he needs to write it on there.
Abilene Memorial Hospital, they could vote for 2, but they voted 1 vote, Carol Whitehair. And that was it. Now we're USD 435. District 1, position 4, 1 vote for Megan Armstrong.
P1, P4.
We're still in 435.
Okay.
So this will be D2, position 5. 1 vote for Chris West. This is still 435. D3, position 6. 1 vote for Jeff Bathurst. This next one's going to be for Harrington, Ward 1, USD 487. And 1 vote for the Chisholm Trail Extension District 20 for Paul Atchison.
Okay.
And then the others, they were not eligible to vote.
Okay.
Okay, this is Redbud, USD 435. So there's some that they've left blank. So Abilene Memorial Hospital, they cast 1 vote for Carol Whitehair.
Okay.
The Improvement District, they weren't eligible to vote. For School Board, D1, position 4 for 435, Megan Armstrong, 1 vote. school board member? Oh, I thought, I was waiting for you.
Okay.
Okay, 435. D2, position 5, 1 vote, Chris West.
Okay.
Still USD 435, District 3, position 6, 1 vote for Jeff Bathurst.
Okay.
On the next one, I think I got those mixed up. Yep. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chisholm Trail. Yeah, it's Ward 3, 435. Chisholm Trail, Paul Atchison, 1 vote. Carol Whitehair, 1 vote.
Okay.
And then the others, they were not eligible to vote on. This is our last one. Okay, not eligible to vote for the city. They did vote Chisholm Trail,
This is which? ward?
4-1.
4-1. Okay. So Chisholm Trail.
Paula Atchison.
Okay.
And for Memorial Hospital, they cast 1 vote for Kent Wyatt, and 1 vote for Carol Whitehair.
Okay.
They cast 1 vote on District 2, position 5 for the school board, 1 vote for Chris West. And then for District 3, position 6, that's 435, Jeff Bathurst, 1 vote.
Now you will take those that you did and add them to these, Marcus.
Okay.
So you can have Ron model them out to you, or
See, yeah, I think-
Tally them while you read them out to him. Would that be simpler?
yeah. That might. Yeah, here we go. So Ron, if you wanna,
you can find the page for him. Maybe that'd be easier. And then read them out to him. Because then you won't have to be shuffling words out.
I'll let you just, if you can read my handwriting there. Go. So that one's gonna be Abilene Ward 3.
Ward 3, right.
So let me go to that. Abilene. Okay,
You want the name, Chisholm Trail?
Chisholm Trail, flip that real quick. I could do this fast. Okay, extension.
No reason to go fast, yeah.
Chisholm Trail.
Time, it's okay.
All right, Paula Atchison, 2.
Okay.
Memorial Hospital, Carol Whitehair. Two. USD, 435. And do I need to read this? What is that?
It's a position, so yeah, you need to read those.
Position,
The position for them is
If you give
District
me the, yeah, if you just give me the name,
Megan Armstrong.
yeah.
because these are all 435.
Yeah, all 435. Chris West, 1.
Yeah.
And Jeff Bathurst, 1.
And so these are the next, everything else will be tallied on this sheet. I'm gonna put this in here to keep it together, but so the rest will be a tally for your, if either one of you want to. Just gonna flip through until we get to the, I guess, the one that's got a tally on it. Let's see.
Don't skip those first pages though, because you're gonna get mixed up where you're at. The ones that you just flip forward.
It's
Well, there wasn't anything on them though.
Oh, they're
I
all
wrote
blank.
Ward
Okay.
2, it needed to be Ward 3.
Okay, that's okay.
So this is 4-1 where we're just adding that Paul Atchison had one.
Okay. That's the extension. Atchison, okay.
This is 4-1 still. Carol Whitehair 1, Kent Wyatt 1. This is USD D2 P5. Chris West 1. This is USD 435, District 3, Position 6, Jeff Bathurst.
Okay.
No changes on 4-2. Oops. Okay, now we're down to Harrington, Ward 1, Paula Atchison 1.
Okay.
Manchester, Chisholm Trail, Paula Atchison 1.
Okay.
Manchester, Abilene Hospital Board, Carol White 1, Kent Wyatt 1.
Okay.
USD 473, District 1, Position 4, Kirsten Day 1.
Okay.
USD 473, District 2, Position 5, Fabio Garcia 1.
Okay.
USD 473, District 3, Position 6, Adam Elliott 1. This is Red Bud for Abilene Hospital Board. Carol Whitehair 1.
Okay, Carol Whitehair 1. Okay.
This is USD 435, District 1, Position 4, Megan Armstrong 1.
Okay.
This is USD District 2, Position 5, Chris West 1.
Okay.
This is last one, USD 435, District 3, Position 6, Jeff Bathurst 1.
Now I can go ahead and total those sheets.
Need a calculator? Well, I just want to make sure they're correct, so.
I know.
Can you mark this?
Yeah.
This has here re-verify the reports.
That's right.
Amy, we should have had you come earlier. Memory lane.
Just as exciting as ever. To flip through and kind of look at my tallies and make sure that the math correct. It's a couple, I think the most efficiently was about 5 votes.
Change your 5 votes, you mean?
Yeah.
Math is nothing.
Make sure the math is math, and yeah, that's, you guys are talking about just.
If you agree, you can just initial and date it.
Especially when you just have tally marks and you're like, okay, well, now I've got to
Yeah.
make sure I count tallies.
Okay. Sign that, I guess.
Next.
Lynn,
You ready?
focus.
Okay. We have looked at the reports and re-verified them. We just need a motion to certify the election results.
I'll make a motion to certify the election results.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
We have the motion and a second to re-verify the reports and certify that we have verified the reports and we are certifying the election results. Any other discussion or question? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll give a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned.
Didn't worry about these things.
Give me a few minutes, I gotta get their other folders. I didn't want to mix up.
Absolutely. No, I
I'm
agree.
not throwing anything away. Yeah, this is something.
She'll want to keep that.
Couple of, did you initial?
Oh, yeah.
We'll just take a pause for a minute. while
That's pretty good. Okay.
It's one of those trick ones. Get ready for the meeting, so.
I'm gonna steal your papers here.
And that thing belongs to you also.
Yep,
What do you want to do with these here?
I'm gonna keep them.
Okay. What's that land?
Walmart the other day, so I
Mhm.
swear, every aisle I walked in inside, you someone they were coughing, sneeze.
Oh, my.
I can't on an airplane.
It's bad then.
It was surely. I want to get out of here without any problem, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then
Thank
all of
you.
a sudden, about 2 days later, because, I did think about it, I met a lot of people at my open house.
So that was very nice. You had a nice open house.
But it went well.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it, I mean, it had tremendous turnout, but people that were leaving, as they were walking out, people were showing up and they'd stand outside and visit. And
That's nice.
there was no hurry to get in or leave, and a lot of people had a chance to visit, and it was so
Yes.
nice out.
It was beautiful. You could
And
nice.
Sunday,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it was blustery.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
40
well.
degrees.
Well, that's a great accomplishment, Lynn. That's for
Yeah.
sure. No doubt about it.
And my daughter just surprised the heck out of me.
Did she?
She had told me, she was sorry, but they're coming back at Christmas and all the way from Colorado, plus the girls were in school. And she just hated to miss it and, wished me the best of luck. And then she walks in the door.
Oh,
I had no idea.
That was very
I had no idea she was going to show up.
Oh, Lynn, that's
And
really.
I've told a dozen people, and it's, oh, the girl is Bethany coming. No, she's not even
Oh, you just thought of that, then they seen her and said, oh, my God.
coming. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat. That is something.
I don't know why there's two of that one, but that way you have that. And then there is supposed to be Elizabeth and I think one of the board members coming in for the proclamation from the foundation, but they'd ask if you would read it.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know that was the request.
Oh, they wanted me to read it.
But if they're here, there's.
No, I'll have them read it. I'll just tell them about it. Great voice today. So.
Exactly.
I think it's so.
Allison's supposed to be on
It's interesting. You see.
here.
I have a question for you, if you don't mind. Our community, had that stoplight over, that, what do you call it?
A micro single. Yeah,
Had one complaint, that it's chipping and cracking a little bit.
okay. Now ours isn't yet,
I don't know if it is, if it's from trucks
okay?
or I seen one, maybe trucks broke it.
Yeah, the one there by the
I've
restaurant,
seen that.
yeah.
There was one with, it looked like heavy trucks might have been on it. So I really seen. If sometime, if you're there, don't, like I suppose,
No,
would you look and see if you see something?
I'll have Vance Brothers look at it with me because they're gonna come up here in a couple, 3 or 4 weeks and we're gonna look at ours.
Okay, would you
Yeah,
mind put that on
right.
the list?
Yeah, I will.
I'll let
say,
Mary Sue know.
go down, right.
She
Tell
got,
them we're gonna look at it.
okay,
Yeah, because I want to look at ours before I decide if I'm gonna put any more down.
that's what they were talking about.
Yeah, us too. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't know
still,
about,
yeah, I'm still in that same boat. I wanted to see how ours on fair roads.
yeah,
And we'll look at it on the 20th when we take our last tour.
okay,
We'll drive that road and maybe I'll just actually stop the van and get out and walk it just a little bit and just see
Yeah.
what the heck's going on.
I thought it looked awful, but I'm not a road expert, so.
Yeah, but, and it's new to us too, that product.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we want to say, morning,
Jerry.
Martin, right? Yeah.
You've seen you in a long time.
Man, I bet. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, you know, it's that time of year.
Mm.
I was wrong.
Jerry, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Excellent.
Good. Yeah, you probably like I am.
Any better, I would never stand.
I hear you. I hear you.
We've been having, trouble with the fuel side down there.
Yes.
JT's down there.
Yeah.
And, Justin. Wasn't rude, but he was kind of rude to Shiloh about, well, I don't know, why aren't you cloud-based down there?
What's new, Jerry, in your world?
This was their idea.
Anything exciting?
Remember when we did this?
When we
This
did
is how I wanted it done. Yes, we didn't make, I didn't know nothing about it.
I know,
Shiloh
I know.
didn't either, so IT, they're the ones
Mhm.
that set it up that way.
Right.
And now he's going, well, I don't know why you aren't cloud-based like it was Shiloh or our fault. So.
Okay.
But he's getting you prices for.
We just did a major upgrade on that. I
Okay.
don't know how we can afford to
That
do
would mean,
something
well,
different.
exactly. I'm just
Yeah.
warning you when he
Okay.
comes in.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that
But
down
yeah,
the
he was
road.
much better yesterday afternoon.
Okay,
We
good.
talked to her, but
Okay,
just, we just talked about it, but she,
good.
yeah, he was, I told her, I said, it's probably hard raising children. He's a parent now. And all them things get in the way. He's just in the bed.
Then there's a lot of stuff to sign. Yeah. See your stack?
Okay, so that's why I'm starting in now.
Okay.
When we get Lynn, more of the managers in here, if you would like, we could do the quick video first and then start in with the elected officials and department manager update.
So is the.
Yeah, it's just a quick tribute to KAC, happy anniversary, or
Okay.
Dickinson County wishes you, or congratulates you on your 50th, however we want to do that. So
Are you gonna have people line up a little bit or?
I'm thinking we just put them behind you because we've got the logo there and the flags, and then just Ricky's gonna come up and.
Got that confetti getting serious. Would have stood out. Would have had,
Absolutely.
That's something to do.
would have to clean it up though. We should have done it on Halloween when you're all dressed up.
Behave yourself today. I'm always happy.
Oh, so what do you think? Start acting.
I know, oh, I am happy here.
I know.
Mr. Positive. But if it takes us, to smile.
I still want 24/7.
It's down in your soul. I want to.
So we build up in a year. So,
Oh,
I mean, that's considered the maintenance. It takes a while to build.
it does,
Small amount of.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he would have that, so,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
we definitely
Yeah,
need to
so that
find
would
that out.
be our, well, we can't do it to at least save enough. So maybe it's 4 or 5 years down the road before they cloud fence it.
True.
Hey, Ron, you can sign some.
Hello. Oh, we'll give a couple more minutes. Okay. Oh, no worries.
Why do we have so many of these?
So if you look at, there's aggregate and escapes,
Okay.
and some of it had to do with
We can't.
trash fees. And I think that's in the hearing scenario, a lot of them, so I
Okay.
think that was a big part of it.
Yeah, they're all the same, $24.
I literally just called that. Got that look and got that walk.
He's not coming in, so I'll give it back to you, it says in the folder there. And then Doug's not going to be here today, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell them that. I'm excited. Oh, you can talk about it. They do that about it.
Ricky, an update? Oh, okay.
Dustin will call me.
All here. Two printers. Did you?
Wrote to him.
Reach out to him and make sure he knows he's on my list.
No, nervous. So.
Bird that back row every time.
Okay, so like the other company, we had to have each other every 2 weeks ahead of time. What is the situation there? So.
Yes.
I sent him to email me and said it was what, so on Monday, we just verified everything. And they should. I haven't. Yeah, I need.
Yeah.
That's not my idea.
I've seen that for you. You have it, you can save it wherever you want. It's easier.
Okay.
Do you want just like the normal one, or do you want it broke down by tax unit too?
It has to be by.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll take both.
Okay.
That way.
Yes.
Jennifer,
Means they didn't turn it in on time, so before the November abstract, so it's escaped tax, basically, we just put it in after the November abstract.
so is this on intangibles or?
Yeah, yeah, all of them are intangibles that are escaped.
No, you're not sitting up there.
Is mine in there?
I didn't see them.
I started out for an extension, so I don't know if it would have gone through.
See here. Two here, man.
I know something right away.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's usually what we do is divide them up.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell you because it was quite a few.
Yeah, there is.
Here, to get you a stamp, a signature.
That's right. Get a little,
They work pretty nice. I had one. Of course, our computers, you had to have a cat card to get in the computers. You couldn't turn your computers on though.
And it's still gonna cost you. Everybody was looking at it. Oh, I did a little funny.
I just wanted to give you a reminder on the recording, because I know you do this often, and you're going to be screen sharing today. When you're done screen sharing, stop screen sharing. Otherwise, the video is going to be itty bitty for the rest of the time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, did you know we wrote the code to get into that safe and actually on the box? Yeah, we put it on about $10. The guy I bought it from. He worked with, hey, this code's important, this is how you get into it. It'll save you a lot of time if you just have this code. And then I forgot to tell you that they just,
And so maybe I go.
Gary had one just like, but they like, throw it
Wherever they float.
brand new.
Yeah. We took it. I just, like, he would know.
Oh, that's gonna be it.
So go. And he said that.
That's okay.
And that, you know, so-
We did widen it out, the bridge out there. And it's a Jones Creek.
I don't think that's. I just think it would be good. That's just.
Rose, Cindy.
Cindy might be on
So funny.
That's Martha, should be back in.
I mean, it's gonna be athletic for improvement.
In the background. There's almost for next spring. Okay. Oh, no.
That's something.
Nothing yet.
Yeah.
Well.
It's kind of cool.
Work with them perhaps.
Thank you now.
Another fun day.
How many years you been at this?
Well, since '07, so.
Oh, my.
A long time.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Gee.
You're a professional. I'm still learning.
No, I think I'm good. I love that.
But you can look those, right?
But a couple of them step out, so.
Okay. I don't know if I have the agenda.
It's not, I wanted to be a surprise.
No, are you in the regular meeting? No, I've got so many papers here.
It doesn't miss anything.
Is there any additions to the agenda?
No, they're not.
You'll want it for your.
Everybody.
So a meeting with just, you were gone. We didn't read
That's fine.
the statement.
Right.
But then if someone raises their hand before we acknowledge, then we'll have you read it. So if
That's
somebody
fine.
does it, then he'll just say that.
Okay, that works.
But I think if they raise their hand, then we go ahead and read it
Right.
before they start, or if they step forward.
You want me to ask them to get up and get lined up? Is that okay? Or do you want
Yes.
to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. So if you remember the email that I sent, this is the KAC's 50th anniversary. We're going to do a short video tribute to that. So if you would move up and stand behind the county commissioners. Yeah, no, come on, come on.
We
This-
can Photoshop you in there.
Ricky's going to take a quick video.
Someone needs to get Chancey out of the hallway.
Yep, we'll get him. And just congratulations, KAC, for 50 years. It's along those lines.
So what?
Congratulations, KAC, on 50 years from Dickinson County.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Pretty people on the back.
Who should we?
And
You know, I think Chancey's voice carries so much. We'll have him. Yeah, there you go. You know what you're supposed to say? Did you hear? Good.
you can say it.
Yeah, it's more important coming from. And I have a quiet, shy voice.
Our recording, so whenever.
Yeah, it's all on you.
So we've all gathered here from Dickinson County, and we're wanting to congratulate the KAC for their 50 years. And so.
Congratulations.
Okay, so you want to do a take two? Is that?
Any minutes you want.
I was kind of. I'm not in his voice today.
And yeah, should be able to.
Yeah, see, we could redo that.
Said I had a face for radio.
Thank you, guys.
Gene now.
You're a professional at that stuff. Well, I can tell. Edge there.
There are days the person's just not sure.
So Amber's got us an online presentation that she wants to show you, so I can have her go ahead and get set up if you want to start with somebody else.
They usually have to stop me. We don't even fucking see each other.
No, she's been set up there. She's logged in, so.
Make sure I've got the. Oh, I do have it.
Okay, good, good.
Okay, so we've had a busy morning and Kenny is not here, so but we're going to start our session here. And so who wants to go first? Why don't we have our sheriff go first? Oh.
Well, thank you. Jerry Davis, I'm the sheriff. I really have not a lot. Basically, staff-wise, starting on the 24th, we'll hire our last deputy, so we'll be full staff on the road on the 24th. We just lost another detention officer this week, so we're down 3.
We have an open process right now trying to get some folks hired, but we really don't have any takers just yet. As far as inmates in the jail, we've got a total of 29 inmates in our facility. 7 of those are female. 2 of those inmates were housed for out of county. So other than that, I really have nothing else to update anybody on. I'm going to cede my time to Amber. Thanks, guys.
We kind of started a trend, real brief.
We'll get the long ones going first and fast.
Yeah.
Chancey Smith, Dickinson County Emergency Management. Started our CERT class at the Abilene High School this year. We're starting second semester, 1 to 2:30. I got 13 kids enrolled in the class. We're going to push them a little harder this year. We're also going to teach Stop the Bleed, and they're going to be CPR certified for it. They're all looking forward to maybe competing at the national level and going to nationals this year in the medical portion of that. So I'm really excited for that. We have probably 5 left over from last year that are still in school that are seniors this year. But I think what this offers the school, something that we couldn't do any other way, is it gets people in there trained. God forbid something bad happens, a natural disaster, the kids are hurt. These kids are trained to stop bleeding, to stop the injuries, and to triage and treat the patients and get them ready for the ambulances to come get them. And they're great at it. They do a good job, and they really thrive to do it. All the kids in this class are gearing themselves towards medical fields and stuff. A couple of them wanted to be police officers and that kind of stuff. But we all need the CPR and the first aid and that kind of care in this day and age. But it's nice to see it. And teaching the first class we started the other day, and the kids are excited and ready to do it. And the teacher just looks at her desk and shakes her head and goes, I can't get them excited like that for my curriculum, but it's fun. And last year's kids told them how much fun the exercise was, where we went out to the sheriff's range and had that wide scale search and rescue. And if we have a chance that we have good weather this time of year, we will invite you guys to come out and watch it, because it's something to see, because they're doing big people stuff as high school students. So it's really neat to see and to get them excited and to do that kind of stuff. But that's what my week's been involved in, and I go there at 1 o'clock today to throw that class in again. And I have a couple of paramedics from EMS that want to come up on their time off to help with that portion of it, so they could assist us.
Well, that training's kind of lifelong. I mean, they'll remember it because you never know.
Oh, yeah, and that, that's the CERT program in a nutshell, is to teach you to take care of your family and your neighbors if something bad happens. And where do we have biggest groups of people that could need help? And that's in our schools and churches and that kind of stuff. So it's great to teach those organizations that skill.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Such a tough act to follow. Everybody's kind of. Go for it.
Good morning, County Appraiser Lisa Berg. Our office is, as usual, busy this time of year. I did the residential index, which is what I told you before. It compares just the current year worth of sales and brings the last year's certified value up to a sale price. That's around 5% this year. Looking a little bit, wider over the past few years, we're kind of looking more between a 2 and a 5% increase, which is probably going to be making others happier than the 5%, but pretty consistent. Building permits, we are still doing building permits. We are hoping to have those collected and entered by mid-December, weather permitting and staffing permitting also. Holidays are coming up and classes and stuff. 2026, we're working on our final values in cities already. That's going great. Rural and ag properties, we'll wait to start those after we get our ag use values from the state. Supposed to be in first part of December, but we've already got them before in January. So again, we stay ahead of the projects as far as we can, and then we kind of wait and pick up those last ones at the end and catch up quickly on those. I think that's all I have. Any questions?
Thank you.
Leah Hearn, County Treasurer.
Well, my big news is tax statements will be in the mail by Friday, tomorrow, or Monday, somewhere in there. So we went with a different company to mail them out. They're from Salina, Copico. And so far it has worked well. And let's see, motor vehicle, it's busy all the time. Sometimes you get a small break in between, but we're about 3 weeks behind on improving titles. On Monday, the system went down for a couple hours, so people were needing to leave and they came back another day. So we just never know how long it's going to be down to tell customers. Driver's license, our schedule's full, and we have a few that walk in that if people don't show up for their appointments, we can squeeze them in or squeeze them in between other appointments. So just depending on what they're doing. And so that's about everything that I can think of. Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Jamie Hill, Director of Public Works. Things are getting a little slower down at the Road and Bridge Department. The only fresh news I have is the bridge on 345 Rain will be complete and the road will be open back up on Tuesday. It is basically done, waiting on the guardrail to be put up at this point. And we will move Tuesday, and Wednesday morning, we'll close the 200 block and start on that bridge. Reef's construction will start on that bridge. So other than that, the only thing we got coming up is waste management meeting on the 19th at 1:30. We're going to check with them on hauling our trash and see what they have to offer. And we'll see what they can say and what they can do. We still got a lot of decisions to make out there about hauling it ourselves, being able to hire people, which I think is the only major holdup with us to do it as a county and save money is getting personnel. We're already too short at the Road and Bridge now. So, and we have the ads out, but no takers at this point. Other than that, the crews are basically putting in tubes this time of year when we're not spending a lot of budget money. And we have a couple in Sherman Township, and we also have one on Barn Road that we'll try to get between now and the next week. So.
And you don't have any notice yet still from KDOT on 1100 Avenue Bridge yet, right?
The only thing that happened there is they've asked me to pay a $60 fee to extend the permits that we got for that job because it's delayed so long. And at this point, L&M is now asking for, I think, late spring of 2026, maybe. Yes. So by March, they should start unless they get another extension. So really out of our control when and if KDOT allows that. So
How are the steel prices?
holding steady. The steel's not going up or down. So we're doing fine on the budget in it because then we can hold that it's the same. I don't believe there's any talk of it jumping up in the near future. Nobody's saying that. And usually when it's coming, we're hearing, prices are going to go up in case you want to order. So, but right now we're not hearing that. So hopefully that's all good news about all the pricing. So, any questions? Thank you.
Up here. Marcus Rothschild, Assistant County Administrator and Finance Director. With the end of 2025 coming up, I'm still working to review the end of year numbers on the budget, see where we're sitting on all the departments, and reviewing the 800 radio project, some of the bills that are coming in on that. So we may have a budget amendment coming in here just because more of the dollars moved into 2025 than we originally expected from what was budgeted originally for 2024. I'll be sending out information to the departments here shortly for our annual inventory, so I'll be working through that in the next couple upcoming weeks. We've had our introductory meeting with the fleet management team for enterprise, so we're continuing that process, and things are going well so far. And like Martin mentioned, we've got some financial review for our waste hauling and some procedures going on out there at the transfer station, just depending on what HAM's wants to do and what we can do in the upcoming years. Some of those trailers are pretty expensive, the ones they use to haul our waste. And so we're at a point where we're going to have to either replace some of those trailers where either AMS or us or would have to purchase those. So we're just going to start really looking at all the numbers to see what would make the most sense moving forward and how we would be able to handle that process. So as we learn more, we'll continue to keep you updated, but that's about all I have for today.
Okay, thank you. Only a few left.
Gabby, County Attorney, just a couple of things today. First, on November 3rd, we filled our open paralegal position. So she's been there about 10 days for us. She came from the district court in Slim County, so she has a background in this field already. She's really hit the ground running and doing well, learning our software and processes. So we're happy to have her, and again, she's doing really well already. The other thing I'll update you with, like I usually do, is just our case statistics. So at the end of last year, we had 287 criminal cases, 1,398 traffic cases, 134 MR cases. MR cases, again, are the investigatory subpoenas that go out and search warrants. 57 juvenile offender cases, 33 child in need of care cases, and 11 field and game citations, and 10 care and treatments. We're on par with a lot of those this year, and just comparing those numbers from the same time last year to this year. So with criminal cases, which are adult, misdemeanor, and felony cases, 221 so far as of today, 241 about the same time last year. Care and treatments about the same, 10 today and 9 at the same point last year. Field and game, we've doubled since this point last year. We had 9 field and games at this time last year, and we have 19 so far as of today. Child in need of care cases, we've increased. We had 29 at this point last year. We have 39 so far this year. Juvenile offender cases, also a slight increase over last year at this point, 50 at this point last year, 53 as of today. Those search warrant and inquisition cases, 122 at this point last year, 125 as of today. And then finally, the traffic case numbers were quite a bit higher than this point last year. We had 1,192 at this point last year, and we have 1,298 so far this year as of today. So a little more than 100 at this point than we were last year. So I think we have as many today as we had in all of last year for traffic cases. For appeals, because I know that affects our budget too, when we get to sign the contract with the Attorney General to handle our appeals. As of today, we have 24 criminal cases on appeal. The oldest one that's on appeal was docketed with the Court of Appeals on February 12th, 2024. So we're still waiting for the decision from the Court of Appeals on it, and then if there's any appeal from there. The newest case was filed with the Court of Appeals from our district court on November 10th. So there's quite a range in those 24 that are still pending. Those vary, like I said, to ones that are just added, to ones that have been there for a while, to ones that we've got a Court of Appeals opinion, and we're waiting to see if the Supreme Court's going to hear it or not, across all 24 of those. So unless there's any other questions, that's about all I have for you today.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Jennifer's got one too, and then I have some comments from Rose, but either way. Yeah.
Jennifer Gaten, County Clerk and Elections Office. We have some construction going on in our office, implementing a new door between our office and the treasurer's office. We have been busy processing the general election. Today we held the canvass to count the provisionals. This week I completed the November abstract and tax statements have been generated, and we will continue to finish up the year-end tasks. I also wanted to mention that a recent modification in election procedures has caused concern among a small group of individuals. I would like to provide clarification on this matter. The Secretary of State has informed me that party chairs should not be handling or sorting ballots before tabulation on election night. Therefore, I have discontinued this practice beginning with the primary election in August 2025. If anyone should have any questions or concerns related to the county clerk or election office, please feel free to contact me directly. Thank you. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Was that a kind of a situation with counties across the state in general where?
I don't know, but it shouldn't have happened in prior years, and we just.
It's just a procedural thing, just to
Yeah.
ensure the ballots are handled properly and.
And Rose just wanted to let you know that they have indexed approximately 31,000 instruments this year to date, so.
Right.
Piper, 911 director.
I'm going to change presenters.
Need extra tables with the. Need some assistance, or you got it?
Okay. I'm okay. All right, so just to start with a little update on our staffing, we have 3 full-time staff members this month. We have a 4th in training that's on track to be on our own December 1st. We have a new person starting next week if all goes well. We still currently work with 4 part-timers coming in to help us as well, some of those temporary dispatchers that help fill our spots. And then we have two interviews this week, one coming up after this meeting. So as you can see, our staffing trend is going up in a positive direction, so that's always good. With that staffing update, we implemented critical tests. So it's a link sent to applicants when they apply. Basically test if they have dispatching skills and capabilities before coming into interview. It also has a personality test as well as ranks someone gold, silver, or bronze as an emergency dispatcher overall. So I think Janelle would agree that we've seen a lot of positive things come out of that. Out of our last round of 8 applicants, we sent the link out, 4 responded back with testing, 3 passed, and then those are those 3 that we've offered interviews to this week. So I think that is going well. The other portion of my updates here, I come in month after month telling you guys about all these new fun tools that we have in dispatch to do a lot of training and stuff. So this month I wanted to show you some of those. So based on technology, see if I can accomplish this here. All right, so is that better? All right, so one of our programs that we use is Equiture. So Equiture is the name of our software recording. Alyssa Boss in IT, her and I met with our vendor to do some yearly updates of our program just to see if there was any other needs that we needed. And what came out of this was some of here, what I'm showing you on the screen. So basically what we can do is we can review.
Hang on, it's not showing for whatever reason.
Oh, I think maybe I have to hit share.
Yeah, yeah.
Says you have to give me permission.
And you logged in, you should have permission to, nope,
It says ask the organizer to make you a presenter.
yeah. I'm saying make you a presenter. It doesn't like it. Distance in here. Could you come out?
Did you guys get it to work yesterday?
Is this a 911 center on the screen? I'm trying to figure out.
It's a new artwork.
That's before the remodel.
It is a very nice center. If you guys haven't been down, you should come see it.
You're signed in, right, Amber?
Yeah.
Good. You guys did it yesterday.
We did not get to that because we were just gonna change the presenter because that's all I needed to do.
So you didn't actually,
No, we did not get it all. Because if she's a presenter, then to me,
yeah, logic doesn't always apply to
would you like to
computers.
sit in?
No. You're supposed to be. Go ahead and sign back in. Because I don't think you're signed in as you. Try to make her presenter again.
Okay.
So I think I'm with you.
Still won't let her.
I'm gonna go ahead and just install the app.
Okay. She's offline right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
If you would like to.
Okay. All right, so one thing, well, they're working on that. So one thing that Equitrue allows us to do that you won't necessarily have to see. So I can come in here and I can do test calls. So when someone's in training, we can come in here, do a simple little thing. All right, well, that's done.
It's about 30 seconds.
Welcome to the webinar. You have entered as an attendee in listen-only mode.
Dickinson County 911, do you have an emergency? Okay, what's your address, sir? You said 214 North Maple in Abilene, is that correct? I understand. So we're going to get you some help. Can I get your name? Okay, Mark, can I get a phone number for you? Okay, I see that here on my screen. Tell me exactly what happened. Right. Okay, I understand, sir. I just have some questions to ask you. Don't worry, this isn't delaying help. My partner's sending them. Where in the chest is the pain located? Do you have pain anywhere else? Okay, how long has the pain been present? I understand. Like I said, help is coming. Does the pain change when you breathe or move? Been nauseous or any vomiting? Do you have any sweating? And then just a few more questions. Are you weak, dizzy, or faint? Okay, well, just sit or lie down, whichever is more comfortable for you. If possible, keep as calm as you can. If you're on any medications, or could gather a list for the ambulance. And then only if you're able to, if you could put away any pets and make sure your door is unlocked. Would you like me to stay on the phone with you? Okay, I'll stay on the phone with you as long as I can. No, you're good, sir, just however is comfortable for you. Unfortunately, I am getting another call that I'm gonna have to answer. Could you give us a call back if anything changes or gets worse? Okay. We will, sir. They're on their way, okay? All right, so basically what we're able to do with that one feature is, I just happen to randomly pick a medical call, but you can specify what medical calls, you can do law enforcement or whatnot. But what I also wanted to show you in that instance of picking medical was these are the guide cards that dispatchers follow. So these, as you can see, are pretty clunky. They're very outdated. They sit on their desk. So we have an all callers card. I actually did forget to get the patient's age, but you get the age, awake and breathing. Since it was a first party caller, that's obvious. But then whatever their chief complaint is, then the dispatcher must flip to the chief complaint. You're asking the required questions, and then you're given some pre-arrival instructions before the medics get there. So what the problem is, what I wanted to show you with these guide cards, are this takes a dispatcher having to turn away from their computer, being able to enter the information as it comes in to go through these cards. So one of our future changes that we want to do is these haven't been updated for 20 years. So we want to meet with our responders to make sure the questions that we're asking are still relevant to them. Is that too many questions to ask a patient certain things? And so we're going to update them. That's already in the process. But what we would also like to do is make that computerized to get away from the cards and then only have to use the cards when the system goes down. So what that will do is, as soon as the dispatcher picks the chief complaint, those questions pop up in front of them on the computer, and then as they ask them and they're answering it, it's putting it into the call for service for those responders. So it does come with a cost, which I was going to end with, but it does come with a cost of $14,000. 10 is the setup, and then 2,000 per station for dispatch, so that's where the 4,000 comes, because we have 2 stations. That is a 911 fund allocation that we can use, so it's not asking for any money from the county. What also comes with that is we only follow ABCO guide cards for EMS, but it would allow us to have law enforcement and fire computerized as well. We wouldn't follow their guide cards for that, we would lean on local, agencies, our SOPs, working with them on what questions they would like us to gather, but addressing the who, what, when, and weapons that we train on. So that's one,
So cell phones can have various area codes and so on as people move, but also, is there a method that if you have a suspicion that it's coming outside of Dickinson County to tip law enforcement off, or is that just up to them to kind of figure that out, or? And maybe that's not a
no, most of the
question you
time,
want to go into too much, but.
most of the time, somebody could give us the address if they're calling. Very rarely do they not give us some sort of address. If they want to know where they're calling from, we train on ways of, could you go outside and look at the numbers on the front of the house? They at least know what street they're calling from. They might know the closest intersection. With 911, if they don't know where they're calling from, the system actually moves directly to where they are. So sometimes when you're close to Solomon, exit on the interstate, if it went to Salina or came here, but it was a Salina call, the map moves to that, and we know pretty quickly that, that they're not in our county, or based on what they're telling us or which mile marker. Very rarely does somebody call and they're not here if they're calling 911, because that technology's that good. Sometimes people will be traveling through on the interstates and have an emergency where they live, and then because they call 911, it routes it here, but that's kind of it, is that. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you get a lot of area codes. The area codes itself probably wouldn't throw in a lot of concern, because people going to college, they just have area codes all over. People
Sure.
move
Okay.
and keep their phone number. But all right, so that was one thing that I wanted to show you guys. Let's see here. All right, so then our other thing that you guys approved was, you hear me talk a lot, is about comms coach. So this works kind of in the same way for training, but to show you a law enforcement one and kind of what this program allows us to do. This is set up just like our CAD screen. Another thing I wanted to show you guys while we got on here. I don't know why it's flashing, but that's okay. Does it say it's pause sharing? Okay.
I don't have I can't see it's doing anything other than,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Well, anyways, our CAD system does have a training side, so dispatchers are able to go in there when they're in training and implement the calls. What this program allows us to do, this call box is set up as the same as our call screen, so. Dickinson County 911, do you have an emergency?
Microphone and speaker muted because they were.
So there's people watching online also.
and they should.
So they're aware that this is just examples.
Right.
Examples.
Yeah, again, these are all simulations. These are just test plays. Dickinson County 911, do you have an emergency?
It's gone. It's been stolen.
What's the address?
What's the address? 1216 North.
You said 1216 North Olive? I don't think they'll pick me up talking to her. Okay, anyways, what this would do, this would allow the dispatcher to go through and enter the call, pretty much kind of what I just showed you on the phone over there. But as soon as I hung up and completed this simulation, I could ask it to review the call. So this is our quality assurance program, our new quality assurance program that we built. So what this does is it'll then turn around and potentially grade that dispatcher's call, and it goes off of all of our policies, what they should have asked, and it'll let them know what they missed right there. So this is something that all of our calls now go through. I've kind of talked about it a little bit on the past, but every call that comes into our center or radio traffic, comes back out to us reviewed within 15 minutes. So what this does is I can then look at it. This is live data, so I'm being pretty transparent with you here, but I want to show what it kind of does as the important parts of us. So we started this last month as a center. All of our calls that have been graded are currently at an 86.6%, which is pretty good. Of course, we can always be higher. We want all of our calls to be at least 80%. This is telling us how many calls within the state range have been looked at. When we move down here, it shows different areas that it's looking at. When it's talking about we're a little bit under par on protocol adherence, that's because the system believes that that we should be using protocol for everything, like those EMD cards. This is an area for law enforcement and fire that we currently don't have. An example of this on a grass fire that came in. The caller says, hey, I have a grass fire, can you roll fire department? Dispatch then says, no problem, I'll get you some help, what's the address? But they haven't necessarily been trained or guided on additional questions from there. So what I've been working with them on is how big is the fire? Are there structures close by or anyone inside those structures? So that's why we come back a little lower on this part right here, which again will help if we were able to get guide cards on the computer. This here. But the best part that I want to show you guys in this is how it identifies training for us. So down here, it says this is a coaching opportunity that we've identified for your agency. So out of 12 calls taken, the question should have been asked about occupants in a building. So probably something fire related. And we did that 0 times. So that is a concern, a safety aspect of we probably need to look at these areas and then improve upon that. So the reason why I'm being so transparent with you guys is, of course, we always want to be better and provide the best customer service, but we also want to be gathering what our responders need. So this is one of our newer things that I just wanted to show you guys. It's a neat feature, and the dispatchers get feedback on their calls from me. Another benefit with APCO that I just wanted to bring up is, so I'm currently an APCO instructor for new hires. They all go through a 40-hour basic telecommunicator class. They did that before I came on, but I'm an instructor for that, and then I'm an instructor for CTO, so I can train trainers to train. When I was working with them on starting our update for the EMD cards, they advised me that I could become an EMD instructor. So all of our dispatchers go through that EMD program. It currently costs us $550 to certify a dispatcher. If I become the instructor, it reduces that cost to $150. There are 2 chapters in there that I could not teach that an EMT would have to, but it doesn't cost anything for one of our EMTs, and John's on board for helping us with that. So that'll be something that we change at the beginning of the year. And an extra benefit that comes with that is we can then teach the class on our time and when it's convenient in our training, instead of having to rely on APCO, who only offers at certain times. And then we run into maybe our dispatchers are ready to be on the floor, but they haven't been certified, which we've seen. Didn't quite work as planned, but I hope you guys got a good idea of some of our new things out there.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. And I know you can share some of this with Kenny too, or we might have you come back in on just a separate report, so we
Yeah,
can.
no problem.
Okay,
But thank you guys.
and I don't know, we've probably got 15 minutes before our meeting.
Mhm.
How do you want to,
So,
anything we need to wrap up here before we take a break?
yes.
Sometimes I don't know everything that's in the plan here, so I want
Yes.
to make sure I don't overlook something.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that is such critical information when people are calling
Mhm.
under duress or certain situations, so.
Exactly.
And then there's a lot of time of essence things, of course CPR, but you can put accelerators, stuck, sinking vehicle. When it's computerized, you click on a link and the instructions are right there to help that citizen.
Okay. You want Jeannie? Oh, they're coming around.
Jeannie, why don't you step up here a second? So I guess this doesn't have much to do with the elections.
Came back just for the election.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so tell us your
Jeannie Livingston,
surprise.
and I'm with the Central Glen Hills Area School Project. And I want to give you a little history first on the Quilt of Valor. The Quilt of Valor Foundation was founded in 2003 by Catherine Roberts. Mrs. Roberts had a dream, literally a dream. Her son Matt was deployed in Iraq, and her dream was vivid as real life. She saw a man sitting on the side of the bed in the middle of the night, hunched over. The permeating feelings of utter despair, she could see his war demons clustered around, dragging him down in an emotional gutter. Then, as if viewing a movie, she saw him in the next scene wrapped in a quilt. His whole demeanor had changed, one from despair to one of hope and well-being. The quilt made a drastic change. The message in her dream was quilts equal healing. From his dream came the Quilt of Valor program. To date, over 424,000 quilts have been awarded by grateful civilians to military service members or veterans through the Quilt of Valor program. The goal of the Quilt of Valor Foundation is to honor and cover service members and veterans who have been touched by war with comforting and healing quilts of valor. In the words of the Quilt of Valor Foundation, not everyone answers the call to serve our country. It is those rare individuals who are selfless enough to sacrifice so much so that we can enjoy the freedoms we have. We'll never know exactly what each veteran experiences or how they are touched by war, but we can welcome our veterans home, support them and their families, and thank them for their service whenever possible. In the observance of the 40th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War, the Central Glen Hills Area Quilt of Valor Group was formed in 2015. Chancey, it is our honor to provide you a tangible reminder of our gratitude and appreciation for your service to the United States of America. This Quilt of Valor is a lifetime award, was stitched with love, prayers, and healing thoughts by volunteer quilters in the Central Glen Hills area. As a recipient of the Central Glen Hills Quilt of Valor, your name will be registered in the National Quilt of Valor Foundation. With the utmost respect and appreciation, it is my honor on behalf of millions of grateful Americans to thank you for your service and sacrifice by awarding you, Chancey Smith, this Quilt of Valor. Chancey entered the service in 1988 through 1992. He was an Army MP, and he served in Panama in the first Gulf Wars. The Central Hills Area Quilt of Valor Project Committee is honored to award you with this Quilt of Valor in recognition of your military service to the United States of America. A Quilt of Valor is a civilian award. Quilts of Valor are made by volunteers as a tangible reminder of their great appreciation to you and the many sacrifices required in the service of our country. You were nominated to receive the Quilt of Valor by Jeannie Livingston, Chapman, Kansas. Your Quilt of Valor was stitched with love, prayers, and healing thoughts by Jeannie Livingston, Chapman, Kansas, and quilted by Sharon Oleman of Junction City, Kansas. We hope this Quilt of Valor provides you comfort, healing, and knowledge that your service is both honored and appreciated.
Need your son to help hold that up, or? right, why don't you folks come up here too?
Cult of Valor, it says presented to Chancey Smith. Quilt top maker was Jeannie Livingston. The quilter was Sharon Alleman. The presenter was Jeannie Livingston. And the dedication was, I appreciate and honor your military service and your willingness to help whenever asked. And that's, Chancey was always good to help when we needed help.
Well, congratulations and how appropriate too. We're just following Veterans Day week here on the 11th. And thank you very much, Chancey, and to you, but also all veterans, but especially to you today. Even have a place to keep it, I think.
Here we go.
Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break and we'll reconvene at 11 o'clock. And when we get our public comments too, not that you'd need to make comments, I mean, but I think it'd be nice to show that in the regular meeting, what you've received. And Jeannie, if you want to stay for the regular meeting, we might acknowledge what took place. I mean, not go through the whole, but yeah. Oh. Oh.
Right, you guys got it. You guys got it. Said you never know. It's not so you got the back, I guess. Well, yeah, all you guys.
I thought it was a mistake when it came out and they were the same amount. Wait, I thought we were going to see one, and I heard you guys. Thank you.
It's all we can do.
Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks, Ron.
That. I'm hanging in. I'm doing good. Gosh, beautiful day out there and.
I won't be here a little bit. I've got the flu, so I'm gonna get the heck out of Dodge.
Down, Doug, it seems like.
Where you lost everybody, where now?
He said they're getting out of here.
Hey, for the church, for the grant, could you check to see if that went out? Or did that go out?
Gee, that was very nice.
Thank you. That means I'll have one. First, I have to some of you guys, but. Okay, so if they don't get it within the next week, please call. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Did McKenna stop and see? Yes. She said something. Is it too late to? And I said, well, they've already got all those. I said, they've already got them. I said, she said she was going to see my dad. She did. She did. She said she was horrible. You know, it's getting easy. I don't know about you, I mean, you went on with that girl in Arizona, but hey, we don't know, it might be a temporary thing. But next year you're gonna be here, yeah. Yeah, that's something. That's what you're good, but then I can't, because we brought the stuff back, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm like.
Sometimes
You
people
didn't count
walk.
the ballots.
Well, I was sitting in the back of the computer and they walked in.
Well, I'm supposed to count the ballots. She does that. I was gonna say, I thought they're all done.
Everyone's.
She does. She does that. Oh, I know. That's the first time I did it. I count the ballots. So it's like, I didn't sleep the rest of that night. And I was trying to think who I talked to in the morning. That was the reason you weren't supposed to. Jeannie wasn't there, but you were called.
So I'll have you folks read that. I'm not invested.
Thank you.
I'm not in, I don't know. Let's just set by.
Ron can read it. Yeah, Ron can read it. Ron can. I forgot all about it. I didn't swear my name.
Well, that's just- Let's just do a headshot.
Yes.
You both can stand up there. You can read a paragraph and you read every other word
Where I go to read it.
up here by the bright lights.
I go to read it because once you hear it, it gets into your soul. That's okay. I'll be crying.
So
Doesn't
what
care.
was
There's no
your,
mercy.
what was your? Now it's 20. I didn't get yours.
26.
You're in line.
But so far this year, we can't have 1.8 million. Just think if we had given out any. I think we're doing good.
You are.
I mean, 1.8 million. Bye, Jeannie.
No.
1.8 million. Dickinson County is.
Time you're up.
It's going back here. That's what the here. Dickinson County. You don't want to read the proclamation either?
We've been letting everybody read them, Elizabeth, but.
Except for the last line where it says we.
We, yeah, we. Where's the we?
So
Now,
there,
therefore, we. Is that your part?
yeah, so then that's where you stop before you get to that.
Okay, real seriously?
And then, huh?
Seriously?
No, it gets to.
All right, I'll.
That's just-
Because it says now therefore we, that's.
Okay. All right, you take that.
They may think you're a county commissioner. I haven't.
All right.
Yeah, we did.
Might not be the right copy. Yeah, I discovered that, because I was.
We signed
See if
it.
it's the right copy.
I know.
It's the one that you had sent me.
I just signed this list.
You guys want to sign?
Oh.
Everything else is.
Yeah, there's a signed copy already.
So you want to give us a different copy?
Got it.
You want to have any signature?
Can I have him sign it next week and send it to you?
Yeah.
If one of
I
you
don't-
missed.
Okay. Want to read what?
Well, so much.
Oh, thank you. And again, congratulations on your getting inducted into the Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Well, thank you very much.
That nobody's here. Y'all getting in the picture. We do this.
That's right.
Right, we need to
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
We need to do it.
That's good. Get the word out.
Yes, yes.
Share good news.
Yeah. You know, I wonder if there's any grammar or way of, when you do these presentations where you always have to repeat whereas and all that stuff, if there's a word you can use, carry through each paragraph that you read instead of always saying, whereas.
Whereas.
I mean,
It's just a formality.
yeah, but I mean, isn't there a speech?
Oh, I'm sure there's an app out there.
I need to talk
I
to
see how,
AI.
where you say, but it's proper,
Right.
but it's including whereas, each paragraph says saying whereas.
Yeah, well, guess what? You don't have to say it.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Just listen. That's right. Just listen.
We'll change it for next year.
Okay.
No idea what it's gonna say next year.
I never know. That's right.
Whereas, we're back in.
Yeah, yeah. At this time, I'll call the regular meeting to order, November 13th, 2025, the Dickinson County Commissioners. Would you please stand and join in the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Kenny happens to be away today, but we do have a quorum, so Ron Roller and myself will go ahead and continue and conduct the meeting. The first thing we have, or next thing, is the approval of the agenda. And there are no additions to the agenda, so I would move that we approve the agenda as written.
I'll second it.
We have the motion, we have the second. Is there any other discussion or question? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries. The consent agenda includes the minutes of the November 6th meeting, also expenditures of $357,711.47, hand checks of $4,494.27, SD security of $4,645.50, the indigent defense of $17,400, credit cards of $34,233.57, special checks of $41,968.28, abated tax of $120, escape tax of $4,773.14, and then utilities of $7,964.09.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Commission comments, Ron?
I spent most of my day yesterday at the detention center, and the population is growing. I don't know what's happening with these young youth, but they seem to like to come there. So we do take care of them and things like that, but they're getting in a lot of trouble, and it's unfortunate, but we're awful busy. So that's where I've been.
Okay. And I do not have anything to comment on. We're going to go ahead and move on to the presentation of proclamations. We do have one proclamation today. So Elizabeth, and if you'd please step forward and tell us about that.
Executive Director of the Community Foundation of Dickinson County. And this week is actually Community Foundation Week. So we have a proclamation to read and for you to sign. So whereas the Community Foundation of Dickinson County has been a steadfast pillar of generosity, innovation, and progress in our community for the past 26 years. And whereas we're thrilled to celebrate an incredible milestone, a quarter century of working hand in hand with our neighbors to grant over $19 million in scholarships and funding that ignites dreams, empowers local causes, and makes our community shine bright. And whereas with $28 million in assets, we're not just growing, we are thriving. Thanks to the trust and generosity of our donors and the collaboration of visionary local leaders, nonprofits, and businesses, we are building a stronger and more vibrant future together. And whereas rooted in the strength and resilience of our rural community, the Community Foundation of Dickinson County is cultivating the very best in us, fueling success for small businesses, enriching education, nurturing the arts, advancing health, and creating opportunity for everyone to thrive. And whereas the impact of our foundation is felt in every corner of Dickinson County, from our downtowns and main streets to the quiet country roads, where hope, generosity, and creativity flourish, shaping a bright future for generations to come. And whereas every grant awarded and scholarship given isn't just a number, it's a story of dreams realized, ideas nurtured, lives changed, all carried forward for good forever.
Now, therefore, we, the Dickinson County Commission, do hereby proclaim November 12th through November 18th, 2025 as Community Foundation Week in Dickinson County. Let us celebrate the power of community, the strength of generosity, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow for all of us. So I would move that we adopt this proclamation.
And I'll second it.
We have the motion and the second. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And thank you for all the work that you do. It's amazing when you think how the Community Foundation reaches out to all parts of our county, all age groups, and maybe you can fill in some blanks. I've started, but would you want to make some additional?
Sure, you think about reading this proclamation and the statistics that it has, that we've been here for 26 years. And to know that, again, in that 26 years, $19 million has gone back to the community. I mean, it's just phenomenal when you think about what the potential of a community foundation within a community has. And we are very blessed, very, very blessed to have the Community Foundation of Dickinson County right here, a solid organization that is here for good forever to help with whatever truly is needed within our county. And you all have heard me say before, nobody's coming to rescue Dickinson County if we are not all working together, whatever our capacity, to help our community grow is what we need to do. And the Community Foundation is first and foremost ready to say yes. So I appreciate you declaring this week as Community Foundation Week, and we hope that we continue to make Dickinson County proud of the work that we're doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Can we get a picture?
Yes.
All right, y'all need to come up because we need it.
Also,
The picture.
You know, I had a text. It's
I'll
just
take the picture.
the Zoom meeting is still showing a picture.
Okay.
Previous
Of the previous, okay.
technology. So if it could be discontinued and ours switched back up. All right.
1, 2, 3. I was just counting pictures.
Thank you. Thank you.
Haven't even got your feedback, so.
Yeah, you want to have him sign that? Thank you. Thank you.
Next year.
Yeah, I took like 4, but every time I take a picture, somebody's eyes closed. I didn't want without eyes closed.
All right, well, us whereas are leaving. Thank you.
Maybe I want to stay for this next part. I mean, please do. It's just a few minutes. On our public comments, we did have an event this morning that took place, and so I thought it'd be good to do that for this meeting also. And Jeannie Livingston, would you want to step forward, and Chancey, and then Marcus, I'll have you help hold the quilt up, please. And this was just, especially when you consider Veterans Day, November 11th, but just a special recognition of one of our people here in the county. So will that show up on the camera, or do they need to rotate over a little?
We're just going to cover you guys.
On occasion, that's just perfect.
Good, yes.
So Jeannie, would you go ahead and kind of fill in what led up to this, and kind of briefly just what the Quilt of Honor represents? And I know we know, but then again, sometimes the specifics, we want to have it accurate.
Well, it was actually established in 2003 by a woman that had her son in Iraq, and she had a vivid dream. And the first part of the dream was that he was sad and in despair because of the demons from the wars. And then the next part of it was that she saw him wrapped in a quilt, and his whole demeanor was changed, and that she felt like the quilt equaled healing. So she started the Quilt of Valor, and to date, 424,000 quilts of valor have been presented to veterans. In 2015, the Central Flint House, Kansas area Quilt of Valor, which is headed by Donna Martinson, started in 2015. And to date, we've awarded over 600 quilts in this area, Quilts of Valor. Chancey, I worked with Chancey for 19 years. He was always good about helping when I needed help. And I just felt like he deserved one. So.
Oh, so that's yours?
Yes, so thank you to the veterans and Chance. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So anyway, this is such a an amazing acknowledgement of someone's service. And Jeannie, thank you for doing that. But also, Chancey, thank you for your service and congratulations on this recognition. His family kind of showed up during our work study session. And so Chancey's kind of like, what are they doing here? And the grandkids didn't want to sit with their parents. They kept looking back at Chancey. And so he finally moved up, and sat beside him.
Oh, and I wasn't in trouble.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. So you're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but also if you need to go, I understand. And we have a lot of housekeeping procedural things to go through. So
Thank you for having.
thank you for being here today. This would be opportunity if someone would like to make any public comments, they could at this time. And you can acknowledge so on the screen if you're watching online. And I don't see any notification of someone wanting to make a public comment. And so we're going to go ahead and move on. The next item is report of county officers. Janelle, would you go ahead and give your report, please?
Commissioners, last week we learned that there had been an accident on Old 40 there by Detroit, the sewer district number 3. The fence has been damaged and it was a true accident. So we're in the process of getting that repaired. Fortunately, he wasn't injured, just the fence. So that part was good. So we'll get that taken care of as soon as possible. As Chancey reported in the study session, he is teaching CERT, which is the Community Emergency Response Team, along with Stop the Bleed and CPR at the Abilene High School. He started that this week and that'll go for several more weeks. We're currently interviewing for open dispatch positions. And then as Jerry noted, we now have 3 open in the jail. So if anybody's interested, please go to the county's website and apply. This is the time of year when we're renewing the health insurance for our employees. And in fact, our broker is here today in the basement meeting room. So the employees are down there renewing. And then we do have an upcoming planning and zoning board meeting next week and your annual road tour. Wanted to make sure I mentioned that. We'll finish up with that next Thursday in the afternoon. So, and that's all I would have unless you have any questions for me.
Okay. And you mentioned Doug had been here earlier briefly and did not have any updates in particular.
He wasn't feeling good.
Sure. And so we'll go ahead and move on to our county clerk, Jennifer Gayton. Along with the notices and communications, you might go ahead and share the canvassing process that we took care of earlier today.
Okay. So we held the canvas this morning. It started at 8 a.m. and they reviewed 51 provisionals. 41 were accepted and 10 were rejected. They did run those results and we'll get those posted later. Still got to wait on 5 other counties to pour in because we share school districts. So we won't have the official results until all those pour in. So I don't know if we'll update now and then update again, or we'll just wait till we get all of them. Okay?
Okay.
That's it for me.
Okay. We do not have any resolutions today. There's no unfinished business. Under other business, we need to approve the notice to a township board for the cereal malt beverage renewal process for Ferris Station.
So Commissioners, this is just a notice, housekeeping matter, if you will, notifying the township that the Ferris Station will have CMB license or CMB beverages in retail there at the location there on premise there at 218 East 8th Street. And this is just a notification to them.
You need a motion on that?
Please.
Yep.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the renewal process for Ferris Station.
I'll second that. We have the motion and second. Any other discussion? As Janelle mentioned, this is a housekeeping item, takes place this time of year usually. And it does give the renewal for Ferris Station for cereal malt beverage. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I'll move that we adjourn.
I'll second it.
We have the motion and second to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned.